Shubha Sandhya. Today I am going to teach you about job assignment problem. And this job assignment problem included in the syllabus of MBS, BBA, BIM, BIT, BCIS, BCA, etc. So this is very important concepts and compulsory questions asked in the examination also from job assignment, and sometimes 9 marks question asked, sometimes 3 marks question asked, and in different level, okay, that the marks of the question is not same, it is different. Because of that, it is important for examination point of view, and concepts of this job assignment is very important in managerial sector or in the sector of management. It is very important. Okay, we discussed on job assignment problem. So job assignment problem, from its name, it is clear that how jobs are allocated to different destinations and different work. There are different resources, and those different resources are allocated for different jobs. If job allocation is not proper, if we cannot properly allocate the job, it makes loss for the organization. So, right man in right place, we should allocate. This is the main concept. If that the person is not able to handle the job, if we allocate that person for that job, then properly he cannot conduct his job. Then it hampers the organization. Ultimately, that the profit due to that person will be reduced. Because of that, right persons for right job we should allocate, and this job assignment problem help to allocate right person for right job. Okay. Now, what is job allocations? Job allocations is nothing. There are different resources. Managers are the resources. Machines are the resources. Similarly, other different means of transportation, truck, lorry, okay. So those are also means. And for what job we allocate them, that is very important. And allocations of resources for different jobs is known as job assignment problem. So it is not easy, it is very difficult. So limited resources are there, and those limited resources we should manage very properly. So how we manage limited resources for conducting different kinds of job? It is very important task for the manager of an organization. Okay. And in job assignment problem, there are different terminology we use. Terminology. different words while doing this job allocation or job assignment problem. One is origin. Origin means that the resources is the origin. Resources is the origin. We should allocate those for different jobs, and jobs are the destinations. Okay, be careful about this one. Origin are the resources or person, machines, or means of transportation. Those are the origin, and where we allocate them, those are called destination. Okay. And then row operation and column operation. If we conduct any calculation along row, if we conduct any calculation along column, that is row operation and column operation. Okay. Optimum solution. Optimum solution means that solution which maximize the profit. And that solution, if cost is objective, then solution which minimize the cost. That is the optimum solution. And problems are in job assignment problem. There are two kinds of problem. One is maximization problem and another is minimization problem. So in minimization problem, those variable, those characters which we have to minimize in an organization. Example, cost, time, resources, we should minimize. So if problem based on those variables, we have to minimize that kinds of problem and solution will be minimized. And if profit is given, in that case, we have to maximize. If revenue is given, revenue we have to maximize. Okay, so two types of problems generally are given in job assignment problem. And then next one, drawn lines. That the Hungarian methods apply line drawing, line drawn, and those lines we should draw along row or column where zero are there. So to overlap the zero, we should draw lines, and those lines are called drawn line. Okay. Now, under job assignment problem, four assumptions are there. There are four assumptions. Under those assumptions, only we can carry out job assignment problem. Otherwise, those conditions, if does not fulfill, then this job assignment problem we cannot solve. So those assumptions are: resources are limited. Already I told you resources are not unlimited. Always resources are limited. Means are limited. Means of transportation are limited. Managers are limited. And other, that the means of transportation are also limited. So always resources are limited. That is one of the assumption of job assignment problem. And next one, assignment of resources to only one job, not more than one job. Okay, one persons we should allocate for one job. not 2 or 3 jobs. That is another. And next, that the output. What will be output? Cost will be output. Okay. Revenue will be output. Profit will be output of job assignment problem. And next one, all persons are capable for doing different kinds of work. Okay, so that is another assumption. Persons, they are capable. Where they allocate for the job, for which jobs they allocate, they can conduct job. They can do job very well. This is one assumption. Okay. Now, job assignment problem we can solve. There are 3 methods developed, and those 3 methods we can solve job assignment problem. One method is simplex method. One method is simplex method is one of the method. Another enumeration methods. Another Hungarian method. So simplex method, enumeration methods, those are only used if job destinations are under 3. If jobs are 2, if that the destinations are also 2, okay, job and that the resources are not more. In that case, these methods we can apply. If jobs and that the resources are more than 3, then it is very difficult to solve that problem by enumeration methods and simplex methods. We need to apply Hungarian method. It is very popular method, and in our syllabus only Hungarian method is included, not other methods. Okay, so we are just concentrated to solve the problem by Hungarian method. Now, one problem I have written here in MBS. This problem asked in the examination. Here, jobs, P, Q, R, S, jobs are given and workers are given. Okay, worker A, B, C, D, and job P, Q, R, S. 4 job and 4 workers are given. Now we try to solve this one. Okay. So before solving this problem, okay, job assignment problem, at first we should be very careful about what types of problem is that, whether that is balance problem or unbalanced problem. So balance problem is that problem in which number of rows equal to number of columns. If in the problem number of rows and number of columns are equal, then that problem is balanced problem. If number of rows and number of columns are not equal, that is unbalanced problem. So before doing or before solving that unbalanced problem, we have to make it balanced by applying Hungarian method. Okay. So here already we have balanced problem, so it is not necessary to balance the problem. Guys, this point you should remember in your mind. Okay? Problem must be balanced. If not balanced, we have to make it balanced by adding dummy row and dummy column. Okay? Otherwise, we cannot apply Hungarian method. So this problem is balance problem. So I am going to solve this one. Solution, okay. Solution, we write, and then jobs. Now I am going to draw row and column. Yeah, jobs, and after that this one A, B, C, D. This is A, B, C, D, and the workers. Workers and jobs P, Q, R, S, and write down the value 10, 15, 30, 19, 20, 25, 19, 24, 18, 9, 17, 20, 14, 25, 12, 10. 12, 10. Okay. Student, just you copy this one. Okay, this problem. Now, at first, we conduct, in this case, we conduct column operation. Okay? At first, column operation we conduct. Row operation and column operation we conduct. Okay, student, now first we do row operation. So row operation, in row operation, just we select row minimum value. Row minimum value here 10, 20, 18, 14. Out of them 10 is minimum. I have select 10 here. And here in second, minimum one is 9. In third row, minimum is 12. And in fourth, minimum is 10. So minimum value I have selected, and then we should subtract this 10 from 10, this 10 from 20, this 10 from 18, this 10 from 4. Now, here 0. After row operation, 0 we get, here we get 10, here we get 8, here we get 4, and 9 you subtract. Here we get 6, and here we get 16, here we get 0, and here we get 16. And 12 you subtract. Here we get 18, here we get 7, here we get 5, here we get 0, and 10 also. Here we get 9, here we get 14, here after subtraction we will get what? 10. 10 we get, and here 0 we get. So this one is row operation. Row operation finished. Understood or not? Okay. So at first you select from each and every row minimum value you select, and then that minimum value you subtract. Okay, from first row, first minimum value, from second row, second minimum value, from third row, third minimum value, from fourth row, fourth minimum value, we subtract, and then this operation I have written here. R1, how? That the R1 we change. R1 minus 10, R2 minus 9, R3 minus 10, 12, R4 minus 10. So this operation we apply and then new matrix we will get. Okay, so this one, table number 1. Table number 1 is the given matrix. This is table number 2. Table number 2, you write. Never forget to write. Okay, this one. Now, after conducting row operation, you should draw line. Okay, not on the table. You draw line. Okay, just you in your mind, whether how many lines are there. Okay, lines are drawn in such a way that each and every zero should be overlapped. Okay, no zero we remains. We overlap each and every zero. So line you start to draw from that row and from that column where large number of zeros are there. Where large number of zeros are there, from that row and column we should start to draw line. Okay, never remember, this is the rule. Where more zero are there, from that row or that column we start to draw line. Okay, no, don't forget that one. Here, just here 2 0 in this column, and first line, one line is this, and another this 0 and this 0. Only 3 lines we can form. Only 3 lines. But to obtain optimum solution, there must be line should be, number of lines should be 4 or more than 4. Minimum 4 lines. Minimum 4 lines means how many rows are there. That much line we should have to obtain optimum solution. So in this table, after overlapping all 0, just 3 lines we will get. Just you see. One line, this one, and another line, this 0, whether you draw line from in row or you draw line from column. Okay, column. Only three lines we will get. Okay? After overlapping all 0, line should be 3. So rule, never forget, line we start to draw from that row or that column where number of 0 are more. Okay? So here only 3 lines we will get. So optimum solution is not obtained. If optimum solution is not obtained, then you go ahead. Further steps you conduct. Further step is now column operation we conduct. Column operation. Column operation is same. Column minimum value at first we select, and after that column minimum value we should subtract from respective column. Okay? Now, next step, you go for column operation. Okay. Column operation, table number 3. Table number 3. Now, column operation. For column operation, you at first draw table in the same manner. Okay, jobs P Q R S, jobs A B C D, Now first column, second column, third column, and fourth column. Okay, and then here, which one is minimum? Here 0, 0 is minimum, 0. Column minimum value you write. Column minimum value you write. Here 0, and then next one, what is minimum? 7 is minimum. 7 you write. Here also 0 is minimum. Here also 0 is minimum. Okay, now subtract. This one 0, this one 6, this one 18, this one 9. Okay, and after that 7 you subtract. From 10 you subtract 7. Here you get 3. Here from 9, and here 0. Okay, here 0, and after that 7 you get. Now you subtract, minimum one is 0. 8, 0, 5, 10. Here also 0, 4, 16, 0, and 0. Now row operation you write, okay? Don't forget to write operation. C1 minus 0. C2 minus 7. C3 minus 0. And C4 you write. C4 minus 0. Okay. In this way, this table we get after column operation, we get this table. Now, draw line. Okay. Physically you draw line. Okay. In first table, just you see whether number of lines after drawing we will get equal to rows or not. Just you see. Okay. In first table, in row, after row operation, but in this case, physically you draw line. Okay, after column operation, you are free to draw line. That is the rule. Now, rule never you forget. You just see. Okay, where more number of 0 are there. Where more number of 0 are there, from that you draw line. Okay, yeah, 2 0. I draw line. This 0 overlap. And after that, only 1 1 0 are there. I draw line, vertical line or horizontal line. Okay, row wise or column wise. You are free to draw line. Okay, there is no fixed rule. From where you want to draw line, from row wise or from column wise, you can draw line. So there is no fixed rule. So I am going to draw line row wise. Okay, this 0 overlap. This 0 overlap. And this 0, I can draw this row wise. Okay. And after that, you have this 0. To overlap this 0, you draw line like this or like this. Okay, I draw line here. Now, how many lines are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 lines are there. 4 lines are there. Now, number of drawn lines are equal to number of rows. Number of rows. Just you count number of rows. Number of rows, how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of rows are 4 and number of drawn lines are also 4. So this shows that optimum solution is obtained in table number 3. In table number 3, optimum solution is obtained. So in this way, we can identify the table where optimum solution is obtained. So in this case, number of lines, you count 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines. 4 lines. 4 lines are there. So optimum solution is obtained after column operation in table number 3. No further calculation we need to calculate now. No another that the table we need to form. So just in table number 3, optimum solution is obtained. Now after this, what will be the optimum solution that we need to calculate? Okay. So before calculating optimum solution, we have to prepare the table. That table is known as job allocation table. Okay, job allocation table. Now we need to prepare. After getting this optimum solution, now job allocation table we need to prepare. Okay, job allocation table. Now job allocation table, you write job allocation table. In job allocation table, format is same. This is job, workers A, B, C, D, and this one P, Q, R, S. Now this final value, you copy it. 0, 3, 8, 4, 6, 9, 0, 16. After that 18, 0, 5, 0, 9, 7, 10, 0. 9, 7, 10, 0. Now we should allocate the job. Be careful. Okay, some important point you should keep in your mind. How we allocate job. In each row and in each column, only one job should be allocated. We never repeat the job. One time only we should allocate the job. One point is that. And another point, always job should be allocated to the 0, where 0 is present. Only there we allocate the job. And number of job should be allocated in each row and in each column. In each row and in each column, job should be allocated or job must be allocated. Be careful about this one. So these 3 points you should keep in your mind. Now, okay, I am going to allocate job here at first. You write this rectangle 0. And after that, I allocate job here is 0. So I allocate here job. And after that, I allocate job here. Here is 0. Allocate job. And this 0. Okay, not repeat. Job will not be repeated. In this row, only one times job will be allocated. And then in last row, yeah, allocate. Just you see, 3 points are applied or not. 3 points are applied or not, just you see. In each and every column, job should be allocated. In first column, job is allocated. In second column, job is allocated. In third column, job is allocated. In fourth column, job is allocated. In first row, job is allocated. In second row, job is allocated. In third row, job is allocated. In fourth row, job is allocated. And only one times only allocated job. Not double job allocation is there. And job should be allocated where 0 is present. Okay. So in this way, job allocation finished. And we have allocated job by following the principle. Okay. Those three principles you should keep in your mind. Now after allocating job, we should calculate what? Optimum cost. So in this matrix, cost is given. Already you have a cost, initial table you have. So that initial table is based on cost. What cost it should be? What cost it should be there after allocating in this kinds of job. So cost is given in the table, and then you should write, okay, okay. So this is our initial table. Okay, given problem is this one. Now by job allocation, now we have to calculate the optimum cost. So you write here calculations of optimum solution you write. Okay. Calculations of optimum solution. Now, optimum solution we should calculate. Here you write job, and after that workers, and here you write cost. Okay. Here this job allocation. Okay. So job is P. We should allocate A. A worker should be allocated for doing job P. And cost will be the first cost here. In initial table you see 10. Similarly, this Q we should allocate here. For C, C worker allocated to Q job. And what is the cost? You see. What is the cost? 9. 9 is the cost. And R allocated to B. B worker allocated to R. And what is the cost you have? Cost 19. And then yes allocated to D worker allocated for job S, and cost is 10. Now you should total this one. Total 10, 20, 30, 39 and 48. Rupees 48. Rupees 48 is the optimum cost. Okay. If we allocate job according to this, optimum cost is this one. So optimum cost is rupees 48 if we allocate job according to this one. So one in table number, after table number 3, okay, where number of drawn lines equal to number of rows. One language you should write. Okay, there we left that one. Language you should write number of drawn line equal to number of rows. Therefore, optimum solution is obtained. Never forget to write that one. And after that, you prepare job allocation table. That's all for today. And then I am doing very hard working to prepare this video for you. I request all of you to subscribe my channel and then you like, comment and share this video. Okay? Thank you.